Now let's learn how to load your brushes properly for one stroke face painting. What you will need in your kit that you've purchased, you will have your Rainbow Explosion by Fusion. You have a whole bunch of one stroke palettes there for you to choose. You can choose whichever color you'd like for this tutorial's sake. The two brushes that you will need are the flat brush. So you have a 1 inch flat brush, then you have a 3/4 inch flat angled brush. Now, both of them, one is thicker than the other one. So one, which is the 1 inch, will pick up a lot more color than the 3/4 inch. Okay, so really depending on what design you're doing, doesn't really matter which one you use. I like to use this for intricate details, and this one for more basic, swirls of a rainbow across the face or something quite simple. Okay, we're going to practice with the 3/4 inch flat angled brush. You're going to grab that brush, you're going to have your water jar or your water well handy and your practice board. You can use the blank practice board that was in the previous lessons for line work. That one's also handy to use as well. First step, dip the brush into the water well. You're going to make sure that absolutely every bristle is submerged into that water. As we bring it out, we're going to make sure that we swipe it on the edge of that water well or water jar or bucket, as they call it. Grab your split cake and we're going to position it right here, right at the beginning. And we're also going to sort of lay it on an angle here. So if you can see, I am moving that into an angle as I pick up all of that color. Now I want to make sure I've got the right ratio of water to paint, just as we did with the black on our previous lessons for line work. We want to make sure that the paint is quite creamy. So what we'll do here, I want to pick up some more. You can still paint with this, but if you're using this for a large area and you really need to cover a huge area, you want to make that paint last. So it's okay if we're using it for, a little sort of element like this, and then coming back down. Okay, so if we want to reload, we still have those colors on the brush. So it's okay to re-dip into that water just to reactivate. And what I like to have at my kit is a towel. So you always have a towel handy, as well as some baby wipes. Baby wipes is okay to dab onto as well. Because the baby wipe's a little bit wetter, it's not going to absorb as much water than the towel. Okay, so really does depend on how wet your brush is. You will get to know this on the job as you continue face painting. You'll get to know what consistencies work. So I'm going to dip that right at the tip and then take a little bit off on my baby wipe or my towel, and then work into that paint again. So we're activating, trying to pick up as much as we can so that we can work with it. And as I mentioned, if you're doing an intricate design, say like a rose, you need a lot more paint on your brush. So you'll keep loading it until you've got enough there to start. Now you don't want to spend too much time loading, obviously, on the job, but I do recommend when you're starting, try to make sure that you've got that consistency right and you know what that brush looks like before it's good to go to put on skin. Okay, so, with this particular one, we've got enough paint there. We can bring that down, around and down, or on the other side, around and down. So if you notice, there's plenty of paint there on the brush in order for me to execute and put on the skin, because I've made sure that I have absolutely enough paint on that brush to last me quite some time. So you can always use, this side of the brush, use the other side of the brush so that you're really maximizing the paint and using the paint that's gathered up on both sides of the bristles of that brush. Okay, let's try the same, but we're going to do the inch flat brush. Okay, so we're going to pick, let's say, this guy. No, let's pick this guy. All right, so you'll notice some of them have 3 colors, some of them have more. Yeah, they're really wonderful one strokes. It makes life so much easier. All right, so I've dipped it, submerged it right into the water. I'm going to get rid of all of the excess water by swiping on one side, and then on that side that I swiped, I'm going to bring the brush back and forth, making sure that those bristles bend into that split cake in order to pick up as much paint down the bristles as you can. So if we're really light with this and we just do this and we don't really have the bristles bending as much as what I'm making them bend here, you really won't have that pressure in order to pick all that color up. You really want to almost scrape it through. So really make those bristles bend. And here you've picked up these lovely colors, and we're going to apply them. There we've got a great amount of color come out, and apply that onto the skin. So there you have it. And like I mentioned, you want that color to last if you're doing complex designs or designs where you really need to have access to a lot of paint on your brush, and you need to make that last. So this one's going to make it last quite a bit. Like I mentioned, I like to use both sides because sometimes there's more paint on one side, which you start off with, but then that eventually gets pushed through the bristles onto the other side. So it's always good to flip it over and make sure that you're, maximizing all of that paint. So again, if you wanted to reload, dip it into the water. Just tap it onto that towel and reload. This is the best way I know how to load your brushes for one stroke. And then to wash your brushes, always make sure that you're making them, you're bringing them down and you're swiping them at the bottom of the jar or in your water well. Bring the brush right to the bottom and then swipe them down. So make those bristles. So what you're basically doing is doing this underneath. Okay, you're not doing that because you're going to wreck those bristles. Always wash brushes like that. Under the tap, some soapy water, put it over there and wash all of that off when you're done with the job. It's always great to make sure that you've got nice, clean tools for the next event. That is all. Keep practicing on loading. It's all about the right consistency of water to paint. I would avoid spraying. The reason being is because when you're starting out, you don't want them to get too muddy. So if you spray, can you see all of that's becoming very muddy? It's becoming activated. And look, it's okay to do because you are going to swipe all that water off. However, you don't, in my opinion, get a clear pickup because those colours have bleeded into the next one. So for a clearer pickup of colours, I recommend dipping in first and then picking up those paints. Also, when you spray them, it does sort of make it a muddy mess, and also on the sides of your containers as well, which, look, no drama, obviously. You can always clean things up. However, for cleaner, crispier lines, one stroke designs, it is nicer to just keep it nice and clean, dip it in the jar, and then work your brush into that one stroke palette.